So let's talk about targeting. I know everybody has issues with targeting when it comes to Facebook ads, when it comes to trying to figure out how to get that perfect dream client into your world, onto your website, your email, and into buying your paid offers. So the first thing I want to talk about is a couple of the mistakes that I see people make as soon as I get into their ad account and I start to see what they've tried to do with targeting in the past. So let's go over some of those right now. Mistake number one, they target the obvious interests. Now, I know it's easy to target Amy Porterfield and Tony Robbins and Gary Vaynerchuk, but let's face it, so is everyone else. And this is why when you do it, your ads are super expensive. Now, it's not to say that that audience isn't exactly who you want, but it's also going to be very expensive to reach them because everyone else is trying those very obvious interests targeting. All right. So that's the first mistake that I see people make. The second mistake is they go way too niche. So now they're going with I want to target people who, like Tiger Woods, live in California, are between the ages of 21 and 25, and have a dog named Buddy. Just way, way, way too specific. And the smaller the group gets, the more expensive it is for Facebook to show your ad to that specific, group of people. If you're trying to target 1,000 people that is cold traffic, and you're trying to do it with, say, a conversion ad, meaning you're trying to get them to buy something from you, that's going to be really, really expensive. And more likely than not, you're probably not even going to get delivery. You're not going to see the ad work at all. So don't go that niche. Don't go so crazy with layering on a million interests and trying to, craft this perfect group of people. And the last mistake that I see is they start with the hardest people to target. And I'm going to explain this in the next slide, what I mean by that. All right. Because generally when people get into Facebook ad targeting, they forget about the easy people and it seems like they go straight for the hardest people. So this is what I mean. When you start off with Facebook targeting, you start off targeting what's called cold traffic, right? So these are people who have no idea who you are. You go in, you make an ad, and you say, hey, complete stranger, here I am, sign up to my email list, or, go to my blog or buy my product. But there is something called top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. The top of funnel, which is the largest group of people, are people who have no idea who you are. The middle of funnel are people who may have visited your website, engaged with your Facebook or your Instagram, or they might even be on your email list. And then the bottom of funnel are people who have purchased a product from you, have visited your website multiple times. These are people who, are more likely to purchase immediately. These are, hot leads. They're not cold. They know who you are. So most often than not, people will start off at the top of funnel. They're targeting complete strangers with their paid product or their lead magnet. But the problem with that is that if they haven't tested, the lead magnet, and they haven't tested the creative, the blog post, whatever it is that they're putting out there in the market, the message, if they haven't tested that with a warmer audience, which is your middle of funnel or your bottom of funnel, showing that to a cold audience is going to be the hardest campaign that you could attempt to do off the bat. So my advice is start either middle of funnel or bottom of funnel, because like I said, these are people who are more likely to purchase from you, and if the message is resonating with people at the bottom of your funnel, people who have visited your website before, people who have signed up, people who have purchased from you before, if your ad is working with them, then you know that you can try that ad with, the people at the very top, which are the complete strangers. If the ad doesn't work with people at the bottom of the funnel, then you know you have a problem, because if even your most loyal customers are not, if that's not resonating with them, then it's certainly not going to resonate with the complete strangers. So just keep that in mind the next time you are looking into targeting for your Facebook ads. Now we're going to cover all of this and more in the upcoming masterclass. If you haven't already signed up, there is a link on this page, so make sure you click the link below this video, and I will see you at the masterclass. Bye for now.